what it said. Watch this. Look at verse 35. And the same day, when the evening was come, Jesus said to them who? The multitude, not just the disciples. You ain't the only one that's getting caught up in a storm. But look at what he said. He said, let us pass over unto the other side. He said, let us pass over unto the other side. Look at verse 36. Look at it. Y'all ain't looking. Y'all looking at me. Look at verse 36. Y'all ain't looking. Look at verse 36. And when they had sent away, watch this, the multitudes, they took him as he was in the ship, and there were also with him. Oh, Jesus. There was with him. And the focus was always on the disciples and the ship, because they was in the ship with Jesus. But Jesus, he didn't just tell the disciples to cross over to the other side. And Jesus, he tells the other ones to get into the little ships. And here it is, the ones that he is dependent on, the ones that he's trusting, they can't even handle the storm that everybody else is in. Here he's trusting your faith. He's trusting your faith while everybody else is in the same storm that you are in. Here it is, everybody else about to die because you don't got no faith. And here it is, Jesus, he decides to sit in a boat with you while everybody else is following along. And they follow along because Jesus is with you. And they said, I want to be with you because Jesus is with you. But here it is, when the storm comes, you ain't got no faith. Jesus says to them, he says, why are you fearful? He says, why are you fearful? That's what I hear in my spirit. I hear that right now. Why are you so fearful? What are you fearful of? The only thing you can do is get your gas and electric. Yes, it might get cut off. Your water bill, yes, it might be due. Your rent, yes, it might be due. But why are you fearful? O ye of little faith. And here, you have all these other people. Let me get about 3 people right here. Let me get about 3 people. Get 3 people right there. Let me get about 2 people right here. Let me get 2 people right here. Right here. Everybody facing that way. Come on right here. Stand right here. These are the ones that Jesus chose. These are his disciples. These are the ones that the multitudes are following. And these are the ones that they're dependent on. Because they know that they are with the very one that they've been looking for. And so Jesus, he tells them, he says, get in the boat and go to the other side. And what the Lord showed me was that because he knew that they didn't have the faith that they needed, he said that he caused the storm before they even got there. Because he knows all things. So Jesus, he already had a storm that was waiting for them. Okay. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch what they said. They said it in verse 41. They said, watch this. And they feared exceedingly and said one to another, what manner of man is this? What manner of man is this? Watch this. That even the wind and the sea obey him. So that's telling me that the storm, it didn't catch Jesus by surprise. to him. The storm belonged to him. Because it said in the book of Genesis, it said that God, he created the storm. He caused it to rain. But what happened was the people weren't following Noah. They weren't following Noah. And so Jesus, he comes along and he says, I want you to enter the boat, but I want you to go to the other side, but you'll be following the ones who believe and trust in me. Come on, disciples. Come on. And here it is. They done entered right into a storm. And the other little boats, because Jesus is in control, they in the same storm, but they ain't been affected the same way. They in the same storm. You know why I know? Because they on the same seat. Come on. And if you're on the same seat, and you with me, then why you ain't being affected the same way that my disciples are being affected, and you in the same storm that we all are in? You ever saw in the sea that just had it? It was just on the news that there was a little boat and it was a big boat. And the big boat was waiting for the little boat to get over to the big boat. And the little boat got tossed around and it capped over. And it fell apart. But here you got the big boat being affected. And the little boat ain't being touched. But on the big boat, the ones that Jesus is trusting, they begin to cry. Lord, help us. They say, God, don't you even care whether we live or die? And I had to think about what the little boat was doing. When the little boat was riding, they had a different kind of faith. Lord, help me, Jesus. Because it never said they cried out. Not one bit. It never said that they even made a peep. As a matter of fact, he didn't even mention the little boat no more. He didn't even mention it no more. And then when Jesus, when he speaks to the storm that they in, he rebukes it. And he says, peace be still. He says, peace be still. And then I thought about it and I said, well, wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. I was talking about it. I said, wait a minute. So when he said, peace be still, they were affected by it, but they weren't affected by the storm.